Guys, it's me Ganjo. Welcome back to another video, and for today I'm going to show you the books that I'm planning to read before this year ends.
Oh, when I look to the shape of my heart, it's separated only by scars.
To be specific, these are the young adult books, and these are young adult books who are not sequels. So they can be standalone or first book in a series, and these young adult books are newly published young adult books. Basically, these are books published for the year 2019 also. The first one is Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. This is a young adult fantasy and is also a standalone. If you don't know, Margaret Rogerson is the author of Enchantment of Ravens, in which there were a lot of mixed reviews about that. Until now, I haven't read that one. We follow our main character who guides or is an intern in a library, in which in this library they are trying to imprison demons and dangerous creatures, and one day a very powerful demon got out and our main character was the suspect. So she tries to clear his name, and then in the process she discovers he meets a lot of people. When I checked the reviews on Goodreads, it has a very good review, and it's kind of very different from Enchantment of Ravens. It's very magical, so it intrigued me. That's why I'm very excited to read this one before 2019 ends. The next book that I want to read before 2019 ends is another young adult, and this is young adult fantasy Angel Mage by Garth Nix. So if you don't know, Garth Nix is an author, is a well-known author for a very long time for fantasy, for young adult fantasy. He is the author of Sabriel and Sabriel series, Abortion, Clerial. So he is writing again another book. This book is all about when we follow our main character after sleeping for several or thousands of years. She woke up and discovered that her people were killed or were abandoned or were slaughtered by these kinds of demons, and she can raise or she can summon angels. So she tries to use this power or ability for her to build again her people, to protect her people from those that destroyed it years ago while she was still sleeping from a curse. The next one is Kingdom of Souls by Rena Barron, and this is another young adult fantasy. And the only main reason I want to read this one because this got already a go signal to be made into or to be adapted into a movie. Our main character is a witch doctor, and she is, her family, or especially her mother, is expecting a lot from her to be a very successful and powerful witch doctor, and then she fails to be a powerful one. So what she tries to do is she tries to barter her life, the years of her life, for a small amount of magic, and in the process things got, bad things happened. So it's kind of interesting. The next book that I want to read before this year ends is a young adult contemporary by Abdi Mazimian, and I'm not sure if this is a debut novel from the author, and the title is Like a Love Story, and this is a young adult contemporary again, and this is kind of intriguing because it prepares or it gives a very timely and important subject to the readers. And this is when it comes to AIDS or HIV cases, because our main character is gay and he wants to come out, but he's afraid because people will judge or are generalizing gays as those having HIV and AIDS. So when he went to a new place to his mother and lives together with his stepfather and his stepbrother, he met Judy, the other main character, who is a girl, and then they fell in love. So I don't know why, even though he's gay, he fell in love with a girl. And then Judy is very obsessed with AIDS because Judy has an uncle who is an AIDS advocate and also has AIDS and very vocal when it comes to AIDS and HIV movement. So they fell in love, and then Judy has a very close friend who is, I forgot the name, it was a guy, and then eventually Judy found out that the main character and his best friend fell in love. So that's the premise all about. So it's kind of mind-blowing and very interesting, and it's a young adult contemporary with a very rich and very timely and important matter for the society. So I'm really excited to read this one. The next book that I want to read is Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. This is also a debut novel, and this is what they're telling. The buzz is telling that this is Project Runway meets Mulan. So I'm kind of shocked because Project Runway is a reality TV show. So basically, I do understand after reading the premise from Goodreads that it is Project Runway meets Mulan because again, in this kingdom, in this world set in the book Spin the Dawn, only males are allowed to be, are allowed to make dress. So one day, our main character really wants, or it's her dream to make dress. So she pretends as a guy. So just what like happening in Mulan, she pretends as a guy, and then she joins a competition where in this competition the winner will be, chosen to create the dress of the bride to be of the king. So she joins this competition and trying to pretend as a male. So it's a competition of who knows how to make dress better than the other competitor. So it's kind of interesting and it gives us a very Mulan vibe. So the next book that I want to read is Storm and Fury by Jennifer Armentrout. I'm not really sure. I'm sorry if I cannot pronounce the name properly of the author. Storm and Fury is another young adult fantasy in which we follow our main character. She is going blind, but she has this secret power in which she can communicate to ghosts and other dark creatures. And then because of this, she is trying to live a very low-key life and, under the radar. And she is living under the protection of Warden, in which Warden are the ones that protects people from demons. The clan of Warden tried to give them the message that there is a group of individuals who are killing both wardens and demons. So this kind of, threatens our main character's safety because he or she rather needs the protection of wardens for her to keep her secrets, keep her powers, and protection to survive. It's kind of intriguing. It does have a very good reviews also on Goodreads, so I want to check this one out before this year ends. And the next one is Red, White, and Royal Blue. This is a young adult contemporary, and it took the book community by storm. Everybody is loving this one. Everybody's reading this one. Everybody is recommending this one, and I am very intrigued to with the hype this book is getting. It must be very, very good. Why is this book very famous right now? So when I tried to check the premise on Goodreads, this is we are following our two main characters. This is an LGBTQ, again, young adult contemporary in which in this alternate universe, alternate universe, the son of the president of the USA fell in love with the Prince of England, and that's all I know. It's a love story, but some of the reviews say it's tragic, it's sad, so I'm kind of intrigued why. And the last book that I am going or planning to read for the year of 2019 is The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex Harrow. And this is again a young adult fantasy in which we follow. It's kind of remind me of Narnia because our main character is living inside the house or a mansion of his uncle, which is full of old furnitures. And then we found out that there's a book in her uncle's mansion in which it tries or it enables people who opens the book to travel different places, different worlds, and different seasons. So yeah, it's kind of refreshing. It promises us an adventure, and if I'm really in the mood to read something full of characters traveling, going on a quest, with full of magic, with doors opening from different dimensions, then I'll probably pick this one up. And this one also has a very, very good reviews on Goodreads as of this moment, so I'm really intrigued on reading this one. By the way, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I would like to thank for those who participated in my poll that I posted a week ago on my Instagram at Bisaya Reader, in which I asked what topic do you want me to film next or upload for my next YouTube video, and you chose this one, my new young adult fantasy that I want to read before this year ends. So thank you so much, guys, and thank you so much, and have a good day.